guess what? We just getting this party started. So guess what?
Level up, level up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, 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 level up. Oh, sounds so yummy. Oh, sounds so yummy.
Come on now.
Oh, yo, level up, level up. Level up, level up, level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. Oh, it sounds so yummy. Oh, it sounds so yummy. Everyone just yummy. Yummy, oh, yo, tummy.
Woo! We are leveling it out. Welcome to Own It Magazine and Publishing. We are here tonight with the Own It best-selling Amazon number one best-selling authors of the Own It anthology. We are in the house. We are in the house. We're so excited to be here. We are at a loss for words, humble, thanking God. But we are owning it. We are taking center stage and owning it. And for those of you who are like, who are these crazy people with all this energy coming live to you? My name is Marisa Bludorn. I am the editor-in-chief of Own It Magazine and Publishing. And I have with me tonight some of my fellow authors. We just dropped the ebook for the Own It anthology and journal, and we made bestseller. I think we made bestseller in about 24 hours, correct?
Woo! Yeah,
yep. Both books bestseller, the book and the journal. And so we're just excited to be here tonight to celebrate and to just really share the experience, share our insight, our contribution to the book. And I'm so excited. I want to start. We're going to have gentlemen first because we are not seeing all the men. So there's
right.
There's a few men in the anthology, and I'm hoping to get a chance to get them to come. I know some of them are just busy because these guys are in high demand. So some of them are busy, and some of them are a little stage shy. They don't really do the whole coming forward thing and speaking out. So I hope that in my ability to influence, I can influence them to come and take center stage and really share with the public, let the public get a little bit of view of them, video wise. And so, Mark, share a little bit about your experience and what made you courageous enough to join this anthology and this project.
Because you said I had to. you told me I had to get in there, or you going to like not be my coach. I'm like, yes, ma'am. I'll get you an article ASAP. No, it's part of the. I haven't done an anthology in a long time. I produced several myself, and I had vowed not to do any more anthologies, project-wise, like going to somebody else's stuff. Because unless it's mine, I ain't doing it. But when you tie it to something that's as powerful as Own It has been, and helping me launch the magazine, Off the Bench magazine, which was under your tutelage, went to our third edition, and doing really, really well with that. So I was like, all right, well, you know what? Let me pay it back and get into this anthology. So whatever she's rolling with, I'm probably going to jump on board. So that's why I got involved, and happy for it, and have the number one best-selling author tied to my name. Okay, we'll take it. We'll take it.
Mm-hmm. We'll take it. So I want you to share a little bit with the audience, because Mark, you and I don't get on live together very often because you have busy schedules. I have busy schedules. But I want you to share a little bit about your experience with Own It and a little bit about your journey, and then also share. Mark won't be with us in the Dominican Republic, but for good reason. And so I really want you to share, because it's not about Own It is not about you being committed and you have to be here and you have to be there. Own It is about launching you into all that you have desire to do. And so share a little bit about your journey with me.
Well, it literally started off as a journey.
You did.
It sounds a little shaky in the front side, but stick with it. So I'm in Philly doing a speaking engagement, and I was night early. So I heard that the Kappa Psi, what's up, Noops, were meeting over at a cigar bar. So I hit the Uber. And lo and behold, this one shows up. I get in the car, we start chopping it up, found out that she was a speaker. I'm like, oh my God, I'm a speaker, you're a speaker. Oh my God, hit me on Instagram, boom, boom, boom. So we chopped on Instagram, and then, people get busy. And pretty much a year to the month, Marisa reaches back out and says, hey, remember me? I'm like, no. Why are you sliding my DMs? Hold on. So she's like, hey, I got this magazine, And remember, you said you speak. I think you should advertise in a magazine. And I was like, okay, bet. I put my podcast up, Off the Bench with Mark Wiggins podcast. And that went out. She showed it to me. It was amazing. And she comes back and says, you need to have your own magazine. I'm like, I don't write that much. I don't like to write that much. I'm a speaker. I don't write that much. She's like, fool, you don't have to write. You got a platform. You got speakers. Get your message out. And I was like, oh, okay. And of course, she became my coach. And the rest, as you can see behind me, this is from year one. That's year one pictures back there. I had put up year two pictures, but we started cranking out magazines at a high rate. Great content. I started doing more things. I was off the bench my own self while owning other things I was doing. I'm now paparazzi. I'm going to events. I'm at the All-Star game. I'm on floor. I'm taking a picture of LeBron's mom. I'm at her special event. It's all in my magazine, my women's issues. So that's part of the journey. But for me, one of the biggest things that tied this together for me during my training cohort, I had about 7 people on in my speaker training program. And one of the things I brag about is my platform. My platform is your platform. You want to come on and speak, talk, interview, podcast, I'm with it. And one lady came on and she still writes with me, Dr. Coffee. Dr. Coffee is still with me. And she's like, hey, you mentioned that I could get your platform. Was that just one time? Or is that whenever? I said, if you're in my tribe, it's whenever, however. And that's part of the reason why I do my book. So I'm more excited about the authors, writers, coaches, businesses in my magazine than me dropping in every month from a magazine. I'm good. Wow. And I don't need to do it to expose. I got plenty of exposure, but my people who I'm rolling with, I want to make sure they get it too. So Own It has allowed me to take that concept to teach it to other people. And you know, she calls it Own It. I'm off the bench, and that's what I do. But it's the same principle. You have to engage what it is you want to do and go do it. So anyway, I can roll this for an hour straight, but I won't. But that's where I am, Marisa. Oh, and as far as, okay, I'm sorry. Lastly, what I'm working on now, what's coming up actually is on April 20th. I've been tapped to be co-host of the cover song contest in Detroit, which is put on by Sony Music and Masterpiece Studio. And I was shocked. They called me like, hey, we want you to co-host and be a host. I'm like, sure. And now I'm with Omar Gooding. He's going to be the other co-host. So we're going to be on the red carpet in Detroit, and I'm excited. Who knows what opportunities God has out there for it, but guess who's going to be present and accounted for? Right.
Amen. Amen. And like I said, I have to do your cover because you have that backdrop with all your covers on it. I say, Own It. I need to be doing that. And so I'm humbled because, and I'm excited. I am so excited and overflow because it's about each one, teach one, each one, reach one. And then each one, we could free one, right? We could free them from whatever's been holding them back from getting off the bench and taking center stage and owning it. And so that's important to me. It's about how are we growing? How are we growing? And Own It came from that concept. It's like, people are going to, that whole concept of, you want to do something great, but you're around a bunch of people who you love and they love you, but they don't get you. And you, unfortunately, you're going to have to come out of that circle to find the circle that will influence you, nurture you, develop you, and bring you up so that you don't forfeit your purpose and your destiny. You got to get them with the people that they belong with. You can love your people, but doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be a part of your dreams and your ambitions and your drive. And so that's what Own It is all about, is finding that place where you're free. It's creating an atmosphere in an environment in which you're free to be truly true to yourself. I can remember, and this is going to go back and it may sound a little crazy for some, but I can remember we did in high school a show called Putting on the Hits. And there was 2 guys. I can't remember both their names, but there were 2 gentlemen, 2 kids we were like, I dressed up as Madonna. One was Prince, and I forget what the other guy was, but we talked about how we felt so good in that dress up, right? That we wish that we could wear that every single day, but our worlds wouldn't be able to handle us expressing ourselves in that way. And that from that moment on, it was, man, I'm going to own it. So I did kind of wear Madonna's little thing across my head, and I just didn't do the neon colors. But I've always been one to believe that you have to buck the system and you have to buck back. And that's what Own It is saying is buck back the system, buck back anything that tries to stop you from being your true authentic self, even if they can't handle it. And so I am so in awe of how, just hearing you guys on the different interviews and hearing what you have to say, that I actually, because sometimes you have to ask yourself, am I making an impact? Am I making a difference? And the more that I hear you guys share, the more that I can say, okay, I am on the right path. I am on the right journey, and I am in alignment with my assignment. And I just want to say to you a humble thank you for showing up for yourself, because to me, that's my fuel. My fuel is not me. I already know how to show up for me. My fuel and what gets me excited is when I see other people showing up for themselves, because I know what that feels like. And that feels incredible to me. That just gives me fuel to say, oh my God, I'm ready to do this thing. So, D, I want to ask you, because we just got finished going live, and sorry, I did not change my clothes for this set. Talk to me about what it feels like to be a bestseller. Like before this, you were contemplating, I'm going to go into this, I'm going to do this thing. You owned it, but now you're on the other side of it, and now you're published. Your ebook is out there. We're working in getting the paperback and hardcover published this week. How does it feel like to be on the other side of the completion of the project? Share with me about that.
Wow, it is exciting. I mean, truly exciting. It has given me another platform that I can inform others on what I want them to learn. And it took me out of my comfort zone, because who would have thought? Who would have thought? I would never thought of writing anything. And then when you brought it to my attention, I'm like, I don't know about this. But in order, the work that I put into it, it was like with all of the authors, we were giving information that we know, that we experience, that we're experts in. And to get that knowledge out to others, I mean, I am just truly excited. That just gave me an opportunity that if someone else came up with, wanted to invite me to be another author on something else, it's like, I've done that before. You gave me the opportunity to have the experience to be a number one author, bestseller. I mean, that it is just so, I am just so excited. It's just like, when you feel the spirit inside, it's just like, you just want to let it out. That's just the way that I feel. And I truly love you for that, to even think of me of being an individual to be a part of your project. Because I know you, and I met you at an event. And I mean, when you came in there, girl, you were owning it. I was like, and you know me, when I go somewhere, I'm a person that networks. I want to get to know a specific person. Even though my passion is life insurance, that wasn't the first thing that, I mean, it probably took a year before we even did business together, because that isn't, that wasn't my approach. My approach was to get to know you first, to see how we can work together, how we can help each other out. But I am truly, I mean, my thing is that I appreciate when the Lord puts people in my path. Because I mean, even though it's temporarily, but those ones that are needed to help you to move forward, I pray about that he puts them in my path, and you were one of the people that he did. And I am truly thankful for that and for the opportunity. I'm just excited. So you know me, I'm there. Any more projects you have, don't even think twice about asking me about it.
Yes.
And I truly appreciate you for that.
Awesome. I may have a project for you. Amina, share with the audience, share with me. I want to hear it. How do you feel about being a bestseller?
It's amazing. I feel great, especially from all the struggles I've been through. I would never think that this would happen. But I'm telling you, God is so amazing. God always, even in your struggles and your storms, He always come the light always come out at the end, and you like, what? Amina, he used Amina, what? And I'm so amazing about it to be a part of the anthology. Um, and I'm so happy that God sent you my way to at that time. It's just a blessing. Everything is just amazing. And I never been in this before, so this is my first real thing. So I'm very excited.
Oh, awesome, awesome, awesome. And Amina she's working with me and she's been very, very patient with me in regards to all the other projects and demands on my schedule. But she is actually working on her solo project as well. And we will get back into that now that this anthology is where it's at. We'll be working it. So look out for some work from Amina. And Amina
Yeah.
also, I'm gonna keep plugging Amina. Amina is in the DMV area, and Amina has some very good looking cupcakes that she said. Now I'm saying this because if you are in the DMV area, you need to check. You need to connect with Amina, and it's Amina Scott. She's on Instagram. She's on Facebook. She does some lives. She does really give some serious inspirational words of wisdom too. She shifts. So you hear her in her innocent voice right now, but you get this woman wound up and she shifts and starts giving you some serious wisdom in
Yeah.
her life. So just connect with Amina, just check her out, follow her, and just be on the lookout for her independent work because she will be publishing her own book in regards to the things that she's overcome since being 5 years old, dealing with lupus and all that comes from having that ailment. And so I want to just say to you, get connected with. She is in the DMV area. Coach Tiffany is in the house. We are just live jumping. We jumping from one live to the next. Level up.
Look, I didn't change either, the Marisa, okay?
It is what it is.
Y'all gonna get me on this Sunday. Y'all gonna get what you get today, right? So
That's it, honey.
I'm just excited to be here. I am excited about this anthology. I mean, a twofer. Man, for me to be able to now confidently say I'm a 5-time best-selling author.
All right now.
I was like, what?
Stats make a
Amazing.
difference.
Just amazing. But Marisa, just this whole experience has just been awesome. I mean, you have had me step out, and again, when y'all get that friend that helps you stretch, okay, that big sis that just says, you know what, girl, what you doing? It has done everything for me. I mean, in this year, I've been in HR for many years, and HR, you're kind of back behind the scenes, you're the one that's reporting the things to people. And to be able to step out actually in my, brilliance and in what I can do for people is just amazing. And to have someone, have a sister just really to believe in you and to say, okay, sis, well, you doing this, but why don't you do this? What? I didn't think about that. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I am a certified life coach. I am also a personal trainer. I am a brand partner of 3 different health companies, health and wellness. So whatever you need to just become physically, mentally, spiritually, as well as financially fit, I can do that for you. Marisa has helped me to launch my magazine, and it has just been awesome. But this book, I mean, it really helped me think about my journey in that corporate life. I mean, just getting caught up in that hamster wheel and not knowing what you're going to do, and then all of a sudden it comes to that screeching halt because of, for us, it was COVID, to help me just really just stop and think. And I think once I stopped, God said, hey, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and throw this beast over here over to you. And I'm going to see where she going to get you. And Marisa, I can't thank you enough for just continuing to uplift me and push me. I mean, sometimes I know I can be a pain in the ass, excuse me, but you put me on that right path, and you've helped me to just know that the sky is the limit. I mean, really, the sky is not the limit. It's just and beyond. I mean, it's infinity what you can do if you just believe in yourself.
Yeah.
And I love being around all these positive, like-minded people as well. I mean, Mark and I have connected, and Mark has taken me to a next level as a speaker. So, it's just amazing how when you put yourself in the right space, where you can go. And if you just have the faith in your abilities and you have the faith that God is going to get you through everything and anything that he throws your way, and it's going to be hard sometimes. It's not easy. If you want to be a boss, it ain't easy. Okay.
Mm-mm.
But just shine in your brilliance, everybody, because look, again, get yourself somebody like Marisa in your life that's just going to help to uplift you and just love on you when you are just feeling down, and just be able to teach you that, hey, you know what, sis, you got this. You got
Yep.
this. So thank you, Marisa. Thank you so
You
much for
are so
having us.
welcome. And it cuts both ways. So a teacher learns as well. So leader learns. You got to be open. You got to be humble. You got to be obedient. So you guys have been a huge blessing for me. You can have a vision, but if no one comes along and helps you with that vision, then you're the one doing it. You're doing it all. And I'm just humbled and I'm just thankful that you guys said, "Hey, I'm willing to go to course." And although to me and the totality of such a major and big project, to me it went smooth. But to someone who's new in the project, they be like, okay, we got this delay, we got this change of date, we got this change of date. But just think, 57 authors. It's 56 because I did do a tribute to my mom. So it's 56, physical live authors. But it'd be easy said, Marisa, da 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 da, and gave up. And so it cuts both ways. It's all about partnership. It's all about trust. It's all about working together, and meeting that common ground. And I just have to say thank you all for doing that, for staying the course and not giving up and quitting and walking away from it. And so we got here, and look at how God blessed and honored. We didn't have to work on one book. We had two of them. And I'm going to tell you, it did not hit me until I loaded those things up to Amazon and said, okay, wait a minute. We got to do both of these things as bestsellers. And I'm going to tell you how God really blessed us and just said, listen, I love them. So I'm just going to show up and give them a double whammy, because we weren't even, Dee is the one who announced the book actually going to bestseller. And that's how we were informed, the book, because I gave a charge. We were in the meeting and I said, hey, if you guys see it, snap it. You got to get that snapshot, because that system is moving. It's all about you submit it, and it's who's moving fast enough. And you didn't just sit back and let me do all the work. You went and Dee saw it. She said, here, Marisa, we did it. And it was like, thank you, Lord, because I told you guys Sunday morning, last Sunday, I woke up, I was drunk tired. I wasn't tired. I was drunk and tired. And so, you guys really, really, you guys made it a blessing, the way that you guys show up and submitting your chapter. Come on, Tiffany, you gave them a whole regiment. So, I mean, you gave them a full regiment on what to eat, the ingredients for what to eat. You gave them day-to-day instruction. And when a leader says, hey, this is the charge, these are the requirements, but I'm not going to box you in. I'm not going to box you in that you can only have this amount of pages. So the project, okay, it's almost 500 pages, but guess what? It is a surefire 1, 2, 3, and get it done kind of book. It's not where you're over here and you don't know how to do what they're telling you to do in the book. We show you our story. We tell you what we went through, and then we told you how we got through it to the other side, to the victory side. Then not only that, in the book is all of your connections, your how to get and stay connected with each author individually. And then we gave you a journal. so that you can do the mind work. Mark talks about the power shift and how you have to shift your mind. In order for you to shift and change your behavior, you got to change your mind about what you've been doing so you can change your behavior. And that's what's beautiful about this is that you guys didn't say, oh God, this is going to be a lot of work. What you did say was, really? I could do what? And when the limitations were taken off of you to really just use your own creativity, and I did not come back, slice and dice your chapters, I actually just said, okay, you're the professionals. You're the professionals. You know what is needed. And just to have that honored. So that was phase one, and phase two were the book and then the anthology and the journal. Phase three is the conference. It's here in the Dominican Republic. And we want to show you just a little taste of it's April 26th through the 30th. We want you to come. You got your passport. If you still have time to expedite it, try to expedite it. Try to get your booties over here, because here, front and center, as Dee said, if you think I'm a lot online, just imagine me in person. We're getting ready to have some powerful breakthrough here in the Dominican Republic, away from your family, away from your kindred, just like just like Abraham had to go away from his family because God said, where I'm sending you, I'm going to bless you. You need to come to the Dominican Republic and get away from everything that could possibly distract you, possibly hold you back. And you need to come and be a part of this conference. The conference fee is only $97, and you're getting what? You're going to be surrounded with the positive energy. You're going to not only be surrounded with the positive, you're going to get some little vacay time while you build up and strengthen yourself in your business, your career, your life, whatever you need to come here for, we're covering it. So get here, get a little tan like me, get a little excited, get a little rejuvenated, get a little powered, get a little equipped, and then go back and finish your year strong. Here's a little promo. And the beautiful thing is, as beautiful as that water looks in the promo, is just how beautiful it is here. And when you breathe in all of that Caribbean sea air, oh my God, you're talking about feeling tranquil and relaxed, honey. It is so relaxing. So you want to make sure you go to tcsconsultingllc.com and you check out all the details about the conference. If you're interested, just message me on Messenger. You see my name. My name is the same. Google me. You can get in connection with me. Or if you know any of the authors, get in touch with them. They'll be able to connect you with me directly and get you the information that you need and you want. You want to be here because you want to get what you came for. You want to own it in your life, your career, your business. You don't want to teeter-totter anymore. You want to be educated, knowledgeable, rooted and grounded, as Eileen said in the first chapter. You want to be rooted and grounded in all of who you are and all you were put here on the earth to do. And so I just want to say to everyone, thank you so much. I mean, this has been a journey. We're just getting started. We'll be going live up until the conference, just urging people to come on out, sharing our stories and things like that. So I'm going to do a round robin. I'm going to start with Mark because he is the gentleman in the room, and it's always ladies first, but we're going to give him. Tell the people how they can connect with you and follow you. Then we're going to go with Dee, Amina, and then Tiffany. Just tell the folks how they can get and stay in touch with you.
Thank you so much. It looks like it's going to be an amazing time down there. I wish I could get my booty to the DR. You can track me pretty much everywhere on Instagram at OTB Magazine. OTB, that's for Off the Bench Magazine. Website is offthebenchmagazine.com. From there, you can get to the magazine, you can get to the podcast, and just on Facebook, it's just Mark Wiggins, Speaker Man, and you can get there where I do most of my work is actually on Facebook. So follow me, be there. Make sure you get because you sign up for the magazine, you get your Woke Wednesdays every Wednesday, a 2-minute hot message, motivation to get you through the rest of the week. So that's always a bonus. So that's how you can find me.
Oh, awesome, awesome. And Off the Bench magazine is a subsidiary of the Own It magazine and publishing. It's a beautiful connection, beautiful magazine filled with positive, positive psychology. And he has a roundhouse of some serious writers. So you want to make sure that you connect and follow Mark Off the Bench Speaker Man, and get connected with him and follow him and become inspired. Check out all that he is doing, and make sure you get your copy of the OTB magazine, Off the Bench magazine. A lot is in there, so just make sure that you connect with him. Tremendous work. Thank you so much, Mark. We needed that.
Thank you.
We needed that testosterone here tonight.
Always. Thank you.
D, you're up.
Hi everyone. Yes, you can get in touch with me via my website is dsands.com, or either my message center number at 877-804-3865. And again, that's 877-804-3865.
Oh, nice, nice. Amina, share with them how they can get in touch with you and get some of them cupcakes.
Well, I'm on Facebook, Amina Scott, and I'm on Instagram, Amina Scott. I'm also for the cupcakes, it's Mimi's Oreo cupcakes, so that's on IG as well, and on Facebook. That's how you can get in contact with me.
Awesome, awesome. I'm telling you, gotta check out them cupcakes, because man, if I was there, I'd be getting them cups. They look so good. So, Coach Tiffany.
Look, I gotta ask, Amina, do you have some sugar-free cupcakes? Because I'm a health freak over here in the house. So,
yeah, I have sugar-free, and I'm going towards vegan cupcakes.
Oh, okay. Look, we're going to talk. Okay, thank you. Well, you can actually reach out to me. I am, again, editor-in-chief of Phoenix Fitness Fanatics Magazine. If you would like to subscribe, just go to phoenixfitnessmag2021.com and you can subscribe to the magazine. Or if you want to reach out to me directly, you can reach out to me directly at Phoenix Fitness Fanatics 2016 at gmail.com. I am here to help you to get physically, mentally, spiritually, as well as financially fit. Wherever you feel you are broken, we can help you get to the other side. So thank you so much, Marisa, for having me. And one more thing, if you are a woman out there looking to tell your story from trauma to triumph, go to thegirlpowerhousenetwork.com, connect with me, and be in the Girl Powerhouse Network, or Becoming a Girl Powerhouse, the volume 2 or volume 3, which is coming out next year.
Awesome, awesome. And you want to get in Tiffany's group because it's the power of positivity. It's positive psychology. They do the tapping to get relaxed. I remember my first experience coming in there was like, I left out of there like so relaxed. And Tiffany knows I had been dying to get back to her group, and just to hang out, because you need to, as much as we pour out, we need some pouring in. And her group, Facebook, get connected with Tiffany. Her group, it's all positivity. I mean, and when you're looking to do this thing, own it and strengthen yourself, you gotta surround yourself with like-minded people that support you moving forward. So you're not in the background or subconsciously fighting to be who you need to be. That is released, because that's killing some of your energy. You're wondering why you're burnt out. It's because even though you're not seeing it, in the forefront, unconsciously you are battling things. And the more that you feed yourself with positivity, the less you're subconsciously battling things. You can now be freed up to put your energies where they're going to advance you in the direction that you were meant to go in the first place. And so that's why you want to connect with Tiffany. You want to connect with D so that you get your house in order. You got to get your house in order. Mark, you want to connect with him because you want to be able to speak. You want to be in full confidence and strengthened and all that other good stuff and things like that. and you want to get in touch with Amina because you want them cupcakes, but you also want to hear about her story. This is a woman who's resilient, even when she could be walking around here bitter, mad and disgusted and fussing. And like some folks are out there mad because they didn't get dealt the card that they wanted to. She has a positive perspective, positive energy, full of love, and has so much value to offer. So you want to get connected with Amina in that aspect. We love you so very much. We want to say thank you. We're not going to keep you because we will be rocking your houses and wherever you are live all the way up to March and then even beyond because we still want to be going live even after the conference because we're just a network that stays together. We are called the Own It family because we love and cherish and respect and value one another and we support each other unconditionally. We love you so very much. We are out tonight. Have an amazing week. Enjoy your Sunday night.